We're Ed and Paige. We've had this dream of traveling full-time on our own sailboat for years. And well, at the start of 2021, we finally took the leap. We said goodbye to our landlocked home, as well as our 9-to-5s, to follow our hearts. And we now call Sea Pearl, a 1992 Cabo Rico 34, our home. And after months of work preparing her for the adventure of a lifetime, we've set sail, and we'd love for you to join us. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and welcome aboard. Welcome to my galley. For the size boat, actually it has a really nice layout galley, lots of storage. We have a double sink, which I was really excited about. We did change the faucet, which was a good choice. This makes washing a big dish a lot easier. It does have a saltwater pump, which currently does not work. We're working on that. That one's on the list. But that would make washing dishes a lot nicer to really conserve the water. This is like an in-counter storage area. I believe it possibly could have been used or supposed to be used as an ice chest, maybe. This whole thing is like removable, but we don't use it for that.
Because it gets very hot under there.
It gets very hot when you run the engine in there, so kind of got to watch what you put in it. Behind all the way around here, there are lovely little dry storage. Open all of them, but there is a lot of storage. We actually changed out the stove oven a while back. We have a video of us doing that. I think I showed this. We have a lovely storage here. It goes all the way, honestly, to the bottom. I kind of get lost in there. We have a double-sided chest fridge. Is that what you would call this? There is a isotherm freezer box over here. We also changed this out. The original was quite old and the gas, what was it that didn't really work?
It was the old style refrigerant.
Yeah.
But we don't know why the pump didn't work.
And obviously the other side is more of just like a cold box that we keep vegetables and things in. There is some storage underneath the step here on the back side. There are, here, will you show this? This is like a little cupboard. Actually, is quite huge. It goes all the way underneath the sink, and it's 2 levels. I have some onions and things under here. Things that we don't use that often. There's room for a little trash can. And there are 2 drawers here. So, you know, this one sticks a little. But really good storage, though, for...
And what's this guy?
This is how we measure our water tank, diesel tanks. We only use one of our water tanks because the other one is currently filled with beer cans. But, so this is our biggest tank, which is in the forward berth up there. You press and you give it one pump. You can see we are at, what is it, 16, 17 and a half inches of water, and 27 inches is full. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Anything under the companionway?
Blender, some to-go mugs, cup koozie things, sunscreens, bug sprays, and you can fill us in on the batteries maybe if you want.
Yeah, we have 300 amp hours of batteries under here, and a 4th one in the rear cockpit. This is the breaker for our windlass. Those are the 3 batteries, and our terminal switches and inverter cut off. And then under here, should we put that back up? Under the floor, just so you get an idea of all storage. This is our access to some through holes, our seacock for our main engine, and for what will be our water maker, exhaust muffler, drive shaft, grease point for the drive shaft, and a valve to switch from the forward tank to the aft tank.
Water tanks.
Water tanks, yeah.
starboard side of the boat, we have the nav station, which is full of things.
Very large storage.
All the things hidden in there.
We've got a printer, maps,
Yeah.
some electronics. There is a little bit of organization to that, but it's a space that swallows a lot.
And EPIRB here, carbon monoxide distribution panel.
AC, DC, all the power for the boat.
We got a little red light here. I don't know how to turn it on. Pew. And VHF. We have an Iridium Go, which is awesome. And this is how we check our battery voltage. Yeah. And it's a Saturday, so there's boats going by. So we keep rocking, and we can't shut the windows because it's hot.
So on the starboard side with the settee, this extends out to be a full-length bed. I'm 6'2", and I can lie on that comfortably. You use a back cushion down there to give your foot some cushion. But we also use it as storage when sailing because you need as much as you can. One, you can store stuff up here, obviously with a bungee. I've also mounted some of our charging units and maybe hopefully not quick to get to stuff. Don't know why I hung the axe there, just did. And then under here is a little extra storage for stuff that you don't really need to get to very often, but it does gives us a little bit more room because we never sit with our feet in the nav station like that anyway. So
And then we kind of put
I made this
in
little
because
face too.
just to keep things from sliding out of there, which has helped quite a bit.
And then that's a big cupboard too, goes all the way back under there. It's where I keep flares, electronics, repair stuff, and also quick small tools that might need to get access to quickly and fix something.
So on the starboard side as well, there is this small settee and some good storage behind here, book storage, Christmas lights, and unfortunately somebody in the past had a like 1990s CD player, so we have a little bit of a hole here. But you could hang a nice picture over that maybe and hide it.
Yeah.
Underneath there are two cupboards. This one is filled with our canned goods, literally to the brim. They're falling out. So dry long-term canned goods. Ed has some spares in here. There's one of those speakers to that old CD player. And behind we have some good storage back there. Not much in there, just I think Ed's computer and some fishing equipment currently. So that's that.
Next up, our engine. It is a universal M35 and it's conveniently mounted in the middle of the boat. Pretty good access for a boat this size. Could do with a little cleaning, but it's a 4-cylinder, 30 horsepower. It's pretty smooth for a diesel, and yeah, no major issues so far. Also, nice access around this way to the transmission and fuel filters and exhaust elbows and pipes. Could you do with a light in there?
Yeah, there is a light, but it burnt out.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
Straight shaft out to a max prop. Simple.
For now, on the port side, we have the L-shaped settee, and the engine was under that corner there. And this also pulls out, this table folds up and can be stored away, and this actually pulls out to make a double berth here. We do have similar storage underneath like we do on the other side with the little, which we have more dried good food under here. We have some extra storage here because we needed some extra space. So we have a tote with our extra shoes and things in it, and then our water. We're not currently drinking the water out of the tap because we don't have a filter system for our drinking water, which we would like to do, so we still drink out of bottled water. Behind here there is more for Ed's favorite snacks. No.
I have a sweet tooth.
We have lots of chips and crackers and things back here. More books, computers. This is all kind of digital things, cameras, camera gear. And we have just more food and storage over here.
That's kind of our salty snacks for
Yeah,
sea. Easy to get to.
Easy to get to. And this is where we keep our cutlery. I'd say silverware, but it is gold. We are those people. It's from our home. Yeah, and this is where we keep our dishes, obviously alcohol. Oh, there is a secret wine compartment. Should I share that?
I think so.
Okay. And we need a little more wine out. This is actually quite a big storage down here. I think I have like 16 bottles of wine in there, maybe 14. There's a couple bags of wine as well, and there's room for more. So, hey, you have a massive beer storage in an entire aft water tank. So, give me the wine storage. Port side, we have our bathroom. It is just a single stall bathroom, which we have a Blake's marine toilet. It is a manual toilet. It looks quite fancy. It is. But it works really well, and yeah, it's been great. We have a towel rack here. We are really being rocked around. We have some good storage here. We have a bit of a mess there.
High storage.
So yeah, a lot of storage really in the bathroom. There's also a little cupboard here below the sink, but it's mainly just to get to access things. I do have some laundry detergent there. And for a shower, the sink faucet does pull all the way out, and the curtain can be brought around. And there's a fan, which is nice, and a hatch. So there's lots of good ventilation in here. And a little trash can that we've installed. So let me get out. Yeah, anything else to add?
We've got our sump pump and anchor wash controls in there.
Oh yeah. So on the starboard side, in front of the little settee here, we have quite a big cupboard. And I think originally it was a hanging cupboard. There used to be an AC in here when we bought it, a big AC that took up this entire center area. We aren't going to be using AC, so we took it out because it's only for shore power. Let me get this toilet paper out of here. So we actually use this as storage, and our whole water making system is in here. I kind of got footage of that as well. So we have the motor, right? This is the pump.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a carbon filter, and then the 2 micron filters, extra filters, the membrane. Help me out here, Ed. But yeah, we managed to fit this all in our cupboard. So that is very nice. And it's the water tank that this water goes into is underneath of our bed. I'll show you in a minute. So all the way forward in the boat, we have our bedroom, which is a kind of Pullman style V-berth. It's a double bed, and we keep pretty much all of our clothes in here. We have my clothes. Can you kind of see that up under there? My clothes, I kind of try to keep them in packing cubes, but my clothes are up under that shelf, on that shelf, and Ed's clothes over here on this shelf.
Again, the messy side. But that's actually Paige's net.
Yeah, this is mine as well. This is like swimwear. We've got our wet weather overalls.
What's all the way
cover-ups.
forward there? It's in the very bow.
Oh, that's our chain locker. So that is access to our chain.
Pretty good access, yeah.
Yeah. And there are 2 drawers here, so I use one and Ed uses one. There is a cupboard here that opens. And we each have part of a shelf here, so his and hers, top and bottom. And there's actually storage under here as well that goes kind of, it's very deep storage down there. And then there's another one up here. And then underneath of our bed is the access to the water tank, the biggest water tank here, which is over 100 gallons, I would say, or yeah. So yeah, and then we have our map of where we've been. So yeah, this is our Cork map where we've been. All the light blue are actually the circumnavigation that Ed did, which 2013, 2014. White is where we did our van trip in New Zealand. We have red for where we've been together in England. We went to visit Ed's grandparents and cousins and aunts and uncles and friends. Yellow are the dots where we've lived in the United States, the spots. The orange is so far where we started our journey in Sea Pearl. And the green is where we did our van trip in the US. So, yeah.
And it's hot in there.
It is very hot, I'm sweating. This is our port side aft berth, which is something we really wanted in a boat when we were looking for a boat. We wanted 2 bedrooms that were fully like enclosed, had their own door, and we got that in this boat. So we are very happy with that, even though, well, it's just Ed and I on board, it does become a storage room, but it is nice to be able to close the door and forget about it. So we have some extra sails, sail cover, things. We do have some warm weather clothes. I said all of our clothes were in the front. I lied, because we have some warm weather clothes because we were from the north that's in here. And this is a nice big double berth. In here there is a little backrest kind of seated cushion area. Here we do have all of our wet weather, like rain jackets, life jackets, some raincoats in here. And some more shoes in there. And this one also has lovely lighting and ventilation. There is actually a hatch here that goes underneath the Dodgers, so it's kind of nice in the rain. You can still keep that hatch open, and this one as well, because this is in the cockpit. A couple lights.
Under the bed?
Oh, under the bed, it's actually another water tank, but we don't use it for water. We have it filled with beer cans and sparkling water cans as well. So, yeah. Our cockpit, which is quite spacious, and we love it. We spend a lot of time up here. There is also a shower up here, which I think is where we shower more often than in the bathroom. Sitting back here on the back of the boat, the helm. This is our engine controls over here. Little storage on each side for winches. We have 2 little seats in the back corner. There's also a captain's seat, which is removable, with a lazarette storage underneath, and then quite a big deep sail locker storage here, which Ed likes to spend a lot of his free time in.
My yoga studio.
And
what are the dimensions?
What'd you say, like 6'4" by 6'2"?
Yeah.
Which is nice. We want to be able to lie down and sleep, you know, after passage and things, so we get that. Cushions are really great. We have these little chairs that we take down if we don't want them up here if it's raining, but they're nice extra to have. We have 300 watts of solar on the back here above our dinghy davits. The dinghy is currently in the water, but we do raise it up on the davits. We have a little grill, which a friend of ours gave us, and it has been lovely.
Thanks, Joey.
Yeah. And what else, Ed?
I'd say that's pretty much it. Paddleboard bag.
Paddleboard.
Oh, gas lockers.
So we have 2 gas lockers, one on each side here at the back. This is the one that is when we are using a gas tank, it is hooked up, and then the one on the other side is just for the extra that is not being used. It's covered at the moment though. So this is actually where we eat dinner the most. This is a lovely little fold-up table. It has a support. I'm not going to do it, but it does open up then to be double the width, which is nice. We use that all the time.
So here at the bow of the boat, we have our pulpit, which is also where the anchors deploy from and where the headstay is connected to. It's also great for dolphin watching. So also at the bow is our windlass, 5/16 chain, 200 feet of it, currently with a 35-pound Bruce on it, but we've also got a 45-pound Mantis there. This is a nice feature, our deck wash pump, so that we can clean the chain as we lift it up, and power up, power down. That's pretty nice too. So one of the things we liked about the Carver-Rico boats, aside from being very chunky, is having big tow rails. So when you're at sea and the boat is heeling, you've got a nice big place to lean, support yourself on. Also, the bow here is very large for us to work out on or relax on an evening. Hi, Mr. Coast Guard.
Yay! It's been very hard to film this today. We chose the wrong day, a Saturday. It's a busy day on the water.
Another thing we liked about this one, the granny bars.
Yeah.
Another thing for safety at sea, good place to support yourself when you're working on the boat, sheets, halyards, sails.
Thank you, Mr. Jet Ski.
Also up front, this is my scrapyard whisker pole, where we were able to get parts from a friend and attach it to ours. Notice black and aluminum colored tracks. But
we literally scrapped it together, but it worked.
It's a nice big pole. It'll do very good for what we need here, and I can clean it up later when we decide we want to make it look nice and know that it works right.
Yeah, go ahead and say it. I broke another hatch.
That's not your fault. These Lumar hatches, the hinges are, their weak point is the rivets.
I'm 2 for 2 on our big hatches.
So sometimes you just got to go with what you got.
We did manage to fix the other one, but...
And then right behind that is our other addition, a large 6-man ocean-going offshore life raft. Not a coastal one. It's important that this one holds like survival food and stuff for, I think, a week, is it? 7 days or something?
I think so.
Anyway, that's there.
And then one thing we love about this boat is its wide
really wide decks.
But unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I had fun paddling yesterday, and we normally have it deflated in the bag, and so this walkway is totally open, but for today we just strapped it to the side here, but normally this is completely open. Also, our Dodger, we have the window in the center open at the moment to let some breeze through, but that does close, and there is a connector piece here that is clear that zips to the bimini, which is great for when it's raining, but we have that undone now as well. So on the port side we have...
Starboard side.
Start that over again.
Oh.
Welcome to my galley. Exact same boat. So very, forward of the...
All the way forward.
So very far forward. No. This is really fucking hot right now.